All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hinamatsuri, episode 3. All right,
Okay.
y'all. So this show has just gotten better and better.
It has worked its way into our hearts very quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
We have Anzu, the homeless psychic.
That is also totally a tsundere.
Who's all typing in Gen Chat. Please help. Look, LF Hina, like... We'll give psychic back rubs for info on Hina.
Oh boy. But yes. Now in this situation, we've followed the formula pretty much of having there be some comedy and stuff, maybe introducing a character, and then having some conflict where Nita messes up basically, and then him and Hina resolve it. So maybe they'll continue with that formula for this episode. I'm not sure. We still haven't seen the girl from the first episode.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
Yeah.
Because that was in the future.
Right.
Or in the
3 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
So there might be some time before we get to that.
Maybe they'll have time travel.
Also, we have the bartender friend of bartender friend of Nita, who is named Utako, which is funny because I did a little bit of reverse, whatever, and her name basically is Otaku if you just switch the K and the T. And then
U. Yeah.
No. Then you just then you just read it
Oh,
backwards.
right. Yeah. Right. Yes.
You just read it backwards, and it's Otaku. I just found that to be kind of funny. So more comedic randomness from this show with Hina, Nita, and company. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into it. Ha ha ha! Anzu, run!
Classic Anzu.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Oh yeah. Switch the O and the U to get Otaku. It's a simpler way to do it.
Oh my god. Wow. You're right. Utako, Otaku. Yes, you're a senpai. Yes. Huh. So they're actually like helping clean up, things.
Yeah. Right. And then
Right.
So scrap.
Being homeless means lots of walking. That's it's sad but true. Oh, this is so wholesome. But she can't. Oh.
The baka tears.
The baka tears are so real. Yeah. Wow. All that for
$7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
Okay.
What is this show? This is so great. Oh. Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say 700 yen wouldn't have covered that much. Yeah. See, he's putting himself out there for you as well.
And then watch, it's gonna be amazing.
If it is, I'm gonna be like...
Oh my god! That's even better.
Wow.
That move you to tears. Oh.
It worked just like... He's actually crying. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Oh. Oh my god. She can't take it.
She is still a tsundere after all.
But in some ways, she probably feels like it would be wrong. Yeah. To take that money because then she wouldn't be able to give it.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's thinking maybe I have to take it in order to give it to them, you know?
Right.
Ah! She's chasing! Oh my god! Ah! Oh. Yeah. Oh. To tell him about all the others. Wow. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wow. No way! Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
That's horrible. Oh, and she told them. Oh. Wow.
Okay.
And they're not even like...
Yeah.
They're not even bummed about it. Wow. Yes.
I'm secretly a bartender.
A bartender's apprentice. Oh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Yes, how did this happen? That's true. Wow.
Oh my god.
I knew she had to use some kind of like leverage on her.
She's too straight-laced for anything else.
Yeah. Oh! Oh! Hitomi! Your next line will be...
Wait, she's gonna... Wait.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, you screwed up. Oh. Yeah, you screwed up, Hitomi. Oh my god.
Wow, that was great. That was great.
Yeah. Classic vice principal with the...
Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna see her there! Oh no!
Oh, this is bad.
Oh no, and that's the homeroom teacher, isn't it?
Ah! Yeah. Trying like hell to put on a different face. Ah! It's like, wait, I'm totally... He's too embarrassed. He's too embarrassed to say anything. One of my middle school students was a bartender.
And he's about to like get a promotion and everything, but the vice principal's right here, so they have to keep the secret.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's saying it.
Ah!
Yeah.
Now he has it confirmed.
Yeah.
You must give me the best cocktail. Indeed. Oh, even her form is good.
Yeah.
And she's got the up, down, up, down, up, down.
Uh-huh.
What?
And they're animating it so well too.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And then he's gonna feel guilty because he's gonna specifically want her to make all his drinks.
Yep.
Right? Even though he's her homeroom teacher.
Right. Subarashi, indeed. Exactly. Cool, okay. They're like, he doesn't know. Wow. Now he's gonna in some ways protect her at this establishment.
Oh, it's gonna try to as best he can.
This is gonna work in his favor and their favor together.
Right. Ah! And so she takes another prisoner. I love this show so much. Wow, this is incredible. It's perfect. Oh. Oh. Why are you tripping? Homeless like her? Oh my god. Oh. But now she's like, I need to keep him happy now. Yeah. He's like, this is so eerie. He's like, what's going on? She's gonna clean with psychic powers even too. No. Oh, and then she's gonna think about earning money back for the vases. That's that thing that you saw in the OP, right? This whole... Sure. Oh. Oh no, is she actually gonna make a mess? I can see that happening. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, she's got it. Okay. Oh! No! And she's... Oh no! Oh, mutilate! Oh no! That's exactly what he said when she showed up. Crap. What the... Oh. Is she just gonna eat it all? And there's no rice under that, right? I don't think. None. No. Oh, okay. But... Oh, she's sick. She ate so much, it's making her sick. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, all the best intentions. Yeah, and it's just... And he's bringing back something. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, and they end the episode! How could you? Oh, man. Oh, what an episode! And they might not even show it next episode. It might just be that's the whole joke, is that you fill in for yourself. Just all this happened, and then he comes home, and we'll see. Yeah. Oh man. Everything with the homeroom teacher. Yeah, that was my favorite part. And then the homeless people were so nice to Anzu. Yeah, they did 3 stories this episode. They did. Oh, they were so kind, and this is just... I love this show now. So good. This is so good. Because I like these styles of little character kind of centric stories where basically you go relatively deep into one specific character's thing. But as to how the plot all ties together, you don't waste time with that. Right. But yeah, they're just going through all of these people are gonna be characters. Maybe not as much as like Hina, Anzu, and right, and the girl that is now the bartender. Hitomi. Yeah, Hitomi. Yeah. So, man. So this episode had everything in it. We start off with the wholesomest of and also kind of sad, tear-jerking, heartbreaking, beautiful stories with Anzu. Oh man, just learning hey, this is the struggles of being homeless. Yep. And it's not easy. And the thing is that like they set her up as the tsundere and everything, right? Yeah. But they don't wait to showcase the points where she's pushed because of the people that she cares about to do the things that make her uncomfortable. And to actually say that yes, she needs help, and all that. And basically show the opposite part of the tsundere, basically. Right, exactly. The dere right, the sun and the dere. Right, exactly. They handled that excellently, considering well, just in general, but also especially considering how little screen time she's had so far in the show.
And then just introduced in episode 2.
And then they turn it into the gag, but also depressing, like sympathize. You sympathize with her, where suddenly it all comes back to bite her, and she's back with just 660 yen. That she has to take back, and be crying and tell them about how she was.
It's okay, it's okay. Like.
We would probably have used it on booze eventually, anyways.
So it's like don't fret about it.
Yeah.
And I love any kind of like non-blood family kind of unit, kind of just wholesome bonding.
You are my nakama.
Yeah, and nothing will change that, you bitch.
Yeah. Oh man. But like this show is just so wonderful. And then they go into the whole thing with Hitomi. And I have this I'm a good student that gets good grades, but I have a secret life. Mm-hmm. I'm a bartender
by night.
Yeah.
And then you have I'm calling her otaku almost always from now on, but Utako, who basically has this like, I will leverage my adult knowledge powers to make her work as like cheap labor.
Right.
And now here's the thing.
Well, she's paying
her a wage. A wage. Now I don't know what bartenders usually make, but it's more than 1,500 yen an hour.
In the U.S., yeah, definitely. Yeah. But here's the other thing. I don't know if you give tips in Japan, but if that's a thing over there,
she is probably making a lot of money.
She is making a stupid shitload of money. Mm-hmm. Like, because bartenders make a ton of tips, right?
Especially if they're good.
And if they're as legendarily good as she apparently is, she is making ridiculous amounts of money. She might be making more money than her parents.
Yeah. So that's happening.
Yeah.
But then you had the whole thing with the homeroom teacher who wants to be the next vice principal.
Or at least the head teacher.
The head teacher, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you have the vice principal who's going to like, corruptly move him up the ladder, basically.
Well, I mean, it was a very, it seems like an honest
for the most part
thing of, And maybe he took him out to a bunch of drinks to sort of smooth it over or whatever, you know. But it's like, okay, he's a good homeroom teacher.
But then he sees Hitomi and everything goes crazy, and it's just
I love miscommunication humor, and the thing is that this wasn't fully miscommunication humor, but it kind of was because it's all, do they know what's going on here, and they're trying to hide it, but they're doing a terrible job.
Right.
And then they know, and they're like, I know. I'm letting them know that I know, but the thing is, I can't let this person know what's going on here, literally right in front of them.
Yep.
Oh, it's man.
Brilliant.
It's just...
Also, I forgot to mention the Joseph Joestar. Your next line will be that Hitomi tried to pull, but then literally pulled a Joseph Joestar, basically.
Right.
And deleted her data right immediately there, much actually to her own eventual benefit, because now she's going to make stupid money.
Oh yeah. In
that bank account that she set up.
Yep. And so
that's all just happening.
And I love that they mention that. It's the in the bank book that I set up without my parents knowing, it's starting to fill up very fast. like imagine, like, because okay, she's in middle school right now. She's not even in high school, right? If it gets to that point, and she wouldn't spend it on anything, right?
No.
She will have a lot of money, like a lot of money, and then it's just gonna be like, oh hey, so by the way, mom and dad, I'm not going to college, Or I am, and I'm paying my whole way there, and I'm, all my expenses are paid, and I still have, I'm buying a car, and
then,
whatever.
And then she finds out that she invested in a construction company, which is, which is Nita's, Yakuza whole venture there.
Well, and that's the
she
thing.
Becomes a multi-millionaire.
Well, imagine her being in high school or something, and, or just, starting college, and her parents find out, and they're like, where did this money come from, honey? You can tell us anything, and it's like... Are you in with like the Yakuza or something? And the thing is, she kind of is, but she doesn't realize it. But she doesn't realize it. And she'll be like, no, I was just a bartender, ever since middle school. So you weren't hanging out with your friends all those nights,
So, so that whole scenario is going to set up so much more like future amazing things there. And I like that they're setting up in some ways the locations as well. So now we have the homeless park and stuff like that. We have the bar, and we've got all these characters moving around there. But then we have this little bit with freaking Hina where she's all like, like just a passing comment from Nita, and he wasn't even serious. He was joking.
Right.
He was like, yeah, she's more grateful for everything there. Maybe you should be homeless and she should live here. And Hina's like,
yeah. And I love Hina's voice for everything because like these sort of like dispassionate but also like curious, like like I feel like she's the true personification of the Moe blob. And it's in its perfect form because there's no fan service or whatever, because she's a little kid and it's just she's a kid that is clueless and doesn't really know stuff, and then they work that into the character of she hasn't been able to fully emotionally develop and stuff because of her past. Yeah. Now she's in this good place where she can, but she's dealing with a person that their own way that they connect with people is also very different than the traditional. Yep. So and then she's trying her best. She really is. She's really trying. And it
just spirals out of control so quickly.
Like, oh man, like I totally buy that she is a kid. Is the thing. Like,
I do too.
Because this is all the kinds of things that I could totally see a kid doing, and it going wrong in all the ways that I could see a kid making them go wrong. Yeah. Right. Whether it's the accidentally breaking things because you know you're kind of clumsy and not really paying attention.
Yeah, you can only psychokinetically hold 7 dishes at a time.
Right, before you get a stomach ache because you ate an entire giant bowl of stuff that was probably going to be put on top of a bed of rice and portioned out, and you just probably ate it all at once because you love it and it's delicious. And now you're like, I don't feel good. Like, oh man,
it's a perfect little scenario generator. This story, this show, it just keeps generating these scenarios where really hilarious little things can just happen.
You know what this feels like to me?
What's that?
Bacano.
Okay.
It feels like Bacano, but with less like a plot like story, like mechanisms and stuff.
Purposes.
But it's more for comedy of establishing the setting. You got crime and all that stuff. Yeah. But these criminals are not like just thugs or whatever. There's lots of different kinds of people there. And a lot of them are just normal people. And then you've got the little character dynamics and stuff, and you establish all these different locations and characters and settings and whatnot, and then it's just how will they interact and cause craziness to happen. And then it just has this wholesome, wonderful spin because, it's also a school setting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
Wow.
There it is.
Wow. This episode. Okay, thank you. I think we said it before, but thank you for letting us watch this show now. The show is so good.
Show is so good.
To think that there are so many great shows that have been coming out so recently. Right. I mean, that just boggles my mind, because I remember when I got into anime and it was something of like, I thought I had watched all the good anime that were out there, but when there would be those ones that I would discover that were coming out, right, it would be like every couple years or something, right? Okay. And then it would be like, oh yeah, there's this great show, like Your Lie in April, 2014, and Fate Zero and UBW and stuff like that. But it's like, but I wouldn't have as many other things around that time.
Gotcha.
Whereas now it's just like,
every other season something amazing.
Yeah, exactly. It's absolutely mind-boggling, but I love it. Yeah.
So y'all, I don't know if there's much more to discuss other than what I'm hoping to see is at least some carryover in the dramatic consequences side of things because of the whole disownment name of the next chapter.
Yeah, it probably will.
But having more of this kind of pseudo family drama. Yeah. Because none of these characters are actually blood family.
Right.
If you notice that. Everyone is from different walks of life, from different kind of setups and things like that. But they're all working together. They're all bonding together. They're all building relationships together where they genuinely care deeply about the other.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's also the shenanigans that get involved as they are figuring out the relationships with each other.
The way they set this up, it's like this perfect sitcom where it's very character focused because there is a lot of growth, but then there's tons of comedy. So they really could have this go on forever, pretty much.
Yep.
And because the characters are concretely growing, like there's progress.
Yeah,
Anzu. They're changing. Anzu is a great example. But even Hina and Nita, like they're like, it's progressing, right?
Totally.
I would happily watch like 50 or 100 episodes of this, like or potentially more. Like, you know, as long as they keep up this quality, like they could have it go as long as they wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is how you do episodic storytelling in my mind. Like, or one of the ways, but this is
definitely one of the ways. Yes.
Oh, man.
So, wow, y'all, like, I want more. I want more. So. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction discussion, this amazing show right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about these shows, about anime in general, or specifically Jacob's book he just finished writing.
Yes, Battle Lines, my sci-fi novel. It's pretty wonderful. I think you'll like it a lot. Great characters. Great comedy, not quite as prevalent as the comedy in here, but it's wonderful. So link in the description to Amazon where you can purchase it. Leave a review, let people know what you think.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.